Hi, this is Rusty Dog, and today in this video I am going to be attempting another Robigo run, stacking up a couple of missions and seeing if I can be any more successful than I was last time, where I wasn't successful because my autodoc computer took over and smashed the ship into the iron grid, whatever it is, the mail slot grid wires, and got my ship stuck there for enough time that I was able to get scanned and lose all the missions. So I'm hoping to be successful this time around. So maybe this will all be for nothing. But the video is going to go online regardless of whether I fail or whether I succeed. Now, I've watched a video about how to avoid the police scans. I've had a few people comment to me with some tips and advice. So, one, I hope they work, and two, I hope I don't fluff it and can put those methods into practice correctly. So I need to take a couple of risks before I even set off on the journey down to Robigo. But before we go, there's something I need to find out, and that is how far away is Robigo, which is 494 light years. Damn, hold on. I just need to look on my iPad, which contains my loadout. Okay, so I'm about 70 light years short of what I need. Okay, so just like we would do in exploration, let's pop that down somewhere, somewhere flat. I don't know. And I want to go back somewhere around halfway. Oh, this might be difficult. What's this? No, you see, I need to know. I need to know if I can... This is the outskirts of populated space, but I need to know if I can refuel. I need to make one stop to refuel. If I go here, let's go there then. Oh, there's no point me plotting that route really. Let me just highlight this. Can I highlight this? Good, good, good. And now just pop down to Robigo again and see where we are. Okay, it's not quite halfway, but it's okay. As long as I can get from here, as long as I can refuel here, and then get down without needing to refuel again, then I'm okay. So Yun, oh come here, Yun Nai. I think I'd better write that down, as my memory can be like Gorgonzola cheese. It doesn't smell, it has lots of holes in it. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is switch over to the ASP. And leave the Anaconda where it is, because I can't pilot two ships at a time, not for the want of trying. Right, I don't know what that means. So I'm down to less than... Let me see if I can have a look at this without that glary light. No. Okay, yeah, to boldly go, you're not kidding. Now, as you can see here, I still have, it looks like 18 hours, might be 19, but I'm going to go with 18 hours and 9 minutes left on that. Well, I'm going to put that at risk right now because I need to refit this ship. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, of course, I'm not saying that this place doesn't have the bits I need. What I'm saying is it doesn't have it at Shinrata's discount. Most of this is going to be changing. Am I Explorer Pathfinder? No, I'm Explorer Ranger. That needs to be updated. So yeah, I need to go into Shinrata Desert and back out without getting shot at, basically. And if I do get shot at, I don't know whether it's going to put my bounty back up to 7 days or not. But I believe I can get in. I know how to get in, and I should be more successful getting out. So let's do it. If I mess it up, then I don't know what will happen. I'm guessing it's going to put 7 days back on my thing if they start shooting at me. I don't know. Maybe it only will do that if I shoot back. As you can see, I'm wanted. Yeah. I'm asking myself right now, what the hell am I doing? And why am I doing this? All for the fact that the Robigo mission might just fail. Now you see the way it lifted off there? That's down to my joystick. The yaw to the right, it just does it on its own sometimes. And I've not had the joystick too long, but for the price of it, I think I will definitely be ordering another one. In fact, I might order it tonight. See if Amazon will ship me another one out. Because I'm not putting up with this. Now the boost on this, I wasn't looking. Let me do it again. It's 354. I intend to be going a little bit quicker than that with the refit. 388. I did get it to 392, but I've added a few things on since then, so it's going to be down to about 388. Now, in Coriolis.io, when it shows you your speed and boost speed, I'm assuming that is the speed without cargo. Well, see, it's just drifted over. I was looking at my iPad and the bloody thing just drifted over. It's getting worse. And I don't know how to... I'm not clever enough to be able to take the joystick apart and fix the contact and put it back together again. If I order a new joystick though, then I will have the motivation to do that. Okay, so I'm going to be using heat sinks and chaffs, because if they scan me they'll see I'm wanted, so I'm going to be using chaff to avoid that, and heat sinks to avoid being scanned in the first place, hopefully. I would like to be able to change the colour or the opacity of the orbit lines, so I can choose how opaque they are. If not, then at least the colour, because then I can put it to this same colour, only darker, closer to black, so it gives that effect like it's semi-transparent, because sometimes you just get so many of them on the screen. It would be nice if you could have an on switch and an off switch for the orbit lines, but also a one where they automatically turn on when you're within, say, 5 light seconds of a planet or something. I don't know, maybe that would be weird. Something where it knows you're about to approach and then switches them on. I don't know. Yeah, well, yes, when you're within 5 light seconds of a target, which would be a planet or a moon. Okay, I'm way off here. Well, this is going to be fun, but I have already been in and out with this ship. I've been in with a Sidewinder, I've been out with a Federal assault ship, and I've managed it every single time. So I suppose if it's going to fail, it'll do it right now. So I'm going to kill my speed, try and go square on. I don't want to be getting too much closer. I'm already closer than I really would like. As long as I'm outside 7.5k. Alright, let's see if we can do this on the thrusters. I just want to line this up. I guess I'll be doing a similar thing on the Robigo run if I get the chance. But I'm going to try and pick platforms. Sorry, I'm just messing around with a few keys, so this thing's taking a bit longer. But I'm out of the range of the ships at the moment. In fact, if they had A-rated scanners on them, what would be the range that they could see me at? Is it 6.5? 7? I don't know. I think I can do it from here. So I'm going to... I can't request it yet, but it's right there. So I'm going to boost in, request docking, and then when I'm within about 4 kilometers I'm going to drop a heatsink and just try and get the hell in there. So here we go.
Docking request granted.
That last boost I've just done might be terminal.
Heatsink deployed.
I'm just going to let this thing go. Maybe that was a bit overly dramatic. But it got the job done. And it didn't do a bad piece of aerobatics there for a D-rated ship. Here I am, home in my wanted... I'm a fugitive here, basically.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right. What I want to do first, now that I've got my iPad here, it just makes life a bit easier doing it like this, is go into outfitting. For those of you who want to see me starting from Robigo, I will put a timestamp in the video description so you can see where it starts from, so you can skip all this. I probably said that a bit late. Okay, so I just want to photograph these screens so that I make sure that it matches up with what I've got in my Coriolis, and if it doesn't, I'll make it match up, because I want this spec back on here the next time I go exploring. And I'll just pop in here anyway, although it doesn't make a difference, this one. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's take a look at the refit. So, the main thing we need, apart from cargo space, is speed. So obviously power plant thrusters have to be maxed out, but the downside to that is that on the journey towards your destinations with the illicit cargo, you're at more risk of being intercepted and or interdicted if you take time out to fuel scoop. So, to combat that, no pun intended, to combat that, I'm sticking a load of fuel tanks on this thing, which will give me an unladen jump range of 429.8 light years, and fully laden 363.9, which is way plenty. That means when I'm fully laden, my jump range I'll be able to do 15 jumps and covering 364 light years. And you'll find that most of the missions are something like 100 and something light years, the furthest one, and then the rest are all pretty close by. So we should be able to do that. So let's run through this then. Now, someone said I don't need heatsink launchers, but I can think of a couple of reasons why I might want one. Firstly, obviously, I just want to have a cold ship coming into the station. It might not make a difference, but I want one anyway if I have to come into a station. And the other reason why I wanted a cold ship has escaped me for the moment, but I did have two reasons. So they're on there. I'm going to... Now that's a thing. On my build, I've got 2 pulse lasers here, and these are empty. I'm just thinking I could just get rid of these 2 multi-cannons and leave these 4. I only need 2 of them, to be honest. Right. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Here's the multi-cannons. There's 1 pulse laser. There's 2. Why am I seeing 2 here? Oh, okay, these 2 are in the middle. Of course they are. So maybe I can just keep these 2. I don't know. No, I'll put it as per the build. So, we're going to get rid of these. I wish we could choose whether to see the animation. Like I could move on here, carry on, but press the next one, or not press it if I want to see the anim. But now I've got to sit and wait because it has to do this. Now I don't know if this is a more expensive build. I think this ship at the moment is worth about 35 million, and according to Coriolis, this build is about 31 or something like that. And I've just lost my loadout. Okay, I've got it back again. Right then. So we're going to equip a couple of pulse lasers on here. I can just go for the G1s really. Yep. Let's put the G1s in. The reason we need this is to shoot at the cops that are scanning me. Now what I'm confused about is the mechanics of this. I believe that if they start to scan you and they're facing you and you shoot them, that they'll stop the scan. Also, they won't start scanning you if you're more than 1.5 kilometers away from them. But I believe if they start to scan you and you boost more than 1.5 kilometers away, it's already too late. The scan will complete. That's what I can make out. So you can either boost away and just run, which is why you need the speed, or you can be interdicted, and when the cop is there, or you drop out first maybe, and then he'll drop into your instance in front of you, you've already got your hard points out. Stay on him, and then as soon as the scan starts, open fire on him, which will stop the scan, and then get the hell out of there. This is all the theory of it. Whether it actually works, I don't know. So obviously we're just going to max this out. We're going to buy the big power plant. I'm guessing that my first run is just going to be this ship paying for itself. Oh, by the way, my jump range is going to go down from what it is now to 27 on a full tank. It says that on an empty tank it'll be 31.65. And when it's fully laden, the jump range is 23.14. And no fuel scoops. So I'm hoping I won't need a fuel rat. Oh, that stays the same. Excuse me. Sensors A5 because right, fuel capacity, that's the main tank, so we're going to leave that there. Sensors are A5. Now the first internal compartment is a size 6. This is going to be a cargo rack. This is the way I've got this configured. So we're going to go for the big guy here. I'm going to end up with 76 tons of cargo and 72 tons of fuel. So if anyone does blow me up, it's going to be one hell of an explosion. Right, in the first 5 slot goes the first fuel tank. So the SRVs are going to go for a Burton here. And if you're not English, going for a Burton means they're going, they're leaving. So C5. Okay, in the next slot, guess what? Fuel tank. Now obviously as I'm jumping, the fuel is getting less and less and less, so my jump range will dynamically be increasing, but of course my course will already be plotted in, if you know what I mean. So it might be wise on the way there to do 10 jumps, or actually maybe 5 jumps, because I'll be well even in 5 jumps I'll be 100, almost, over 100 light years away, and then replot the course to the destination. And because the fuel is going down, it might knock a jump or two off, because the route you plot doesn't dynamically alter based on your fuel load. Okay, so we've got 6533. So what have I got here? 653. The next 3 is a cargo rack. Okay, so we've got fuel cargo, fuel cargo, fuel cargo, fuel cargo. Yep, okay. And in the last 3, we have a 3A shield generator, which is what I have right now. That can stay. And then we have 2 class 2 ports here, which one of them is an advanced discovery scanner and the other one is a cargo rack, so I might as well just replace this. Yeah, I'm just thinking my credits have gone up by about 19 million. Okay, so this ship is worth less. Not worthless, it's worth less because my credits have gone up now. So, just going to confirm A-rated everything except life support. Then it's fuel, standard fuel tank, and then cargo, fuel, cargo. What's my fuel capacity? 72 tons, and yeah, so these are right, so that's correct. Livery, I don't think it's going to matter. Let's stick something on here. Do we have a pirate one? No. I like that white one. I like this one as well. Let's do this one. To boldly go, I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm just going to leave that on there. Right, so we stick some fuel in. Now we should have a higher boost speed, but that's going to be curtailed slightly because of the full fuel tank. So, according to Coriolis, which is normally pretty accurate with boost speeds and stuff, my maximum will be 388. But I'm guessing that that is with just the stock fuel tank. Now, obviously, I've added on an extra 40 tons of fuel. So I am expecting slightly less, but I'm hoping it's still going to be enough to, it won't be enough to outrun a Viper if I get interdicted by a Fed Viper, but I will still give it a go, and I'll also take a pot shot at them because we're going to be in anarchy systems anyway, so it's not going to matter that much. Have I got anything to sell here? Let's get rid of that. Alright. So, I will pause this video while I make my journey down to Yun Nai. And hopefully I should be getting not only a solid line all the way there, but there's got to be somewhere to refuel in the outskirts here. There has to be. Because after this, we've got to make the run to Robigo without stopping. So, yep, an asp without a fuel scoop. That's a rarity for me. So let's see if we can get out of here first. So return to service. Going to do this in 2 stages. Now I have heat sinks as well, as you can see, so I can drop one of those on the way out if it helps. I'm glad I came into here because that's changed. I do not want, oh yeah, they're staggered, but it's pointless because if you use the keyboard it will only deploy one anyway. If you put them in fire groups, unless they're staggered, it will deploy 2 chaffs. For example, if I did this, pressing the primary fire now is going to deploy 2 chaff launchers, and pressing this is going to deploy 2 heatsink launchers. Oh, there was a reason. The other reason for the heatsink, it was something about dropping a heatsink while in Super Cruise. Oh yes, I've remembered. Right. This is this is so that when you do a jump drive, okay? You do a jump drive and you jumped into another system. What you want to do ideally is to jump to the next system as soon as possible, especially if once you jump another ship comes in and says there's the one with the big hole, or it's a Fed ship. Now those ships that say you're the one with the big hole, stand by to be interdicted and all that stuff, or whatever, we just have to run away from those guys, because two titchy little pulse lasers ain't going to do anything. And they're not going to scan me, but I haven't got time to sit around and take them on. So you jump in, you're next to the star, we're not going to be scooping, but we have to wait for the thing to reset, the frameshift drive thing to reset. Now let's assume that by then the temperature is still a bit too high to start a jump, because you know you'll overheat. In those situations, if one ever crops up, I can drop a heatsink in Super Cruise, which will drop the temperature down to 0. I wonder why it never goes into the minus figures, but anyway, drops it to 0, and then I can initiate a frameshift drive jump to avoid any overheat. That was the second reason I wanted the heat sinks. How many jumps do we have to go just to get halfway? 10. Okay, well, without fuel scooping, that shouldn't take too long. Right, so we need to get out of here without getting scanned.
Engines engaged.
And look where the first jump is. It's behind us. So the only way to get around that is to just go straight ahead until we get out of the fire zone. Wow, this ship is so much quicker. Look, this. I can actually really feel the difference there.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, so small thrusters until we get ourselves aligned nicely, which is about there. And then I'm probably going to attract some attention coming out at this speed, but here we go. And my boost speed is 388, exactly what it said. But I've just dropped a heat sink, so I'll have to hopefully refuel on the way. Refuel, rearm.
Heat sink deployed.
Just keep leaving. Okay, I think we're out of range now. Yeah, we are. Okay, so now I'm going to initiate the jump. So this thing can still do 388, but the insufficient energy thing, even with an A-rated distributor, that's still taking a while. Okay, good. Now we just spin around and leave. Well, while you're throttling up, so we're on our way to Robigo. I'm guessing I am being a pessimist with this, because I have a habit of fluffing these kind of things up. Now we just have to wait for the FSD cool down, that's what I was trying to say. But the heat is already well low, so we're okay, we can just keep doing this. Have I got anything else turned off here? No. Yeah, my power usage is 68%, so my heat is really good. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to pause the video and be back when I have arrived at Yun Nai, and hope there's a station there for me to refuel at. So, until then, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, we're already back. We're not jumping into Yunnan, but it will be the one after this. And it hasn't taken very long at all. So here we go, just twist, stay on full power. Do a scan because yes. Start the charge. Yeah, the jump voice is gone. Frame shift drive charging. That's gone.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I actually feel better without it, to be honest, because I can visually see it charging. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling up to a stop here. Okay, I was waiting for that, because I've not been here before. Well, I'm only on half a tank and I've come 230 something light years. Oh, baby. Right, so if I can refuel here, I can, and it's 15 light seconds. This, now I know if I do a Robigo run, and I'm trying to get it crammed in before the 2.1 update, because I don't know how it's going to affect Robigo. So if I want to get, if Robigo all changes, I want to get another run in before that gets, in case it gets nerfed. Not in terms of stacking or instant swapping or anything, but in terms of high paying missions for long distance. Now, I know they're going to be paying well for, if you're higher up in the ranks, particularly the combat rank, I think, unless it's, like if I'm Tycoon but my combat rank is Master, and they say, oh, we need you, the mission is to haul some gold to another system, do I get paid more because I'm Tycoon, or do I get paid less because I'm Master? I don't know which one it's going to pay more importance to. But anyway, let's go and refuel. As far as, I think I've said this before, but as far as instant swapping goes, I hope they do find a way to can that, in that if you instant swap, the bulletin board's going to be exactly the bloody same, and you'll just have to wait. And I wouldn't mind it nerfed exactly because of this, because of Robigo. And the fact that I shouldn't have been allowed to rank up as quick as I did. Because these things should take their time. I mean, this game isn't something like Call of Duty where you play it for 72 hours and the whole thing's finished. And then you put it back on the shelf. Elite's not about that at all. Never has been. You can't become king in the Empire or admiral in the Federation by playing, focusing on base assaults or donation missions for 6 months. It just doesn't sit right. But for me, well, I've been at this since the first beta, so.
Docking request denied.
So I got my eligibility for the cutter and the corvette, so this is taking longer to decelerate now than it did before. I wonder if that's because of all the fuel on board. I guess it must be. Who am I waiting for? This guy? Come on, hurry up. Wait for the dock to disappear. There we go. Let's ask again.
Docking request.
Okay, we got the pad. So Yunnan is the place for my refuel stop. Well, you better get that thing back up quickly because I'm about to dock.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
She said docking. She said docking. Now, question is, do we have enough to get to Robigo? Of course we do. That's why I spec'd the ship like this. So down we go, and this should be a solid line all the way there, no problem. And we want to jump to Robigo mines. I'm going to say 11 jumps. Oh, so 21 jumps all the way there. Yeah, great. So I'll get there with half a tank left, which means I don't need 72 tons of fuel. I wonder if I could have made it all the way there now. Probably not. But I probably could knock off a lot of fuel. Take some fuel tanks away so that when I do stock up with fuel, I don't have so much weight. I know you can refuel in 10% increments, and that might be handy, but I tell you what I don't like is how slow this ship slows down. That's going to be a hindrance for me if I have to boost into a station with illegal goods like I did going into Shinrata. I need to know that when I boost to jump into a station, that it's going to slow down really quickly. So this is me boosting, and then I kill the speed. Don't forget, I'm going to have cargo on top of all the fuel. Look how long it takes. Oh, that could be a bloody disaster. Retro thrusters would be nice. Okay, I need to gauge this. The way I'm going to gauge this is build up to top speed. Now look at the distance I am away from the port. So I'm going to boost, and when I hit 10 kilometers, if I can, okay, I'm going to kill the speed and see how many kilometers it takes me to come to a stop, or to come within the speed limit at the station, which will be 100. And we're looking at, so 4 kilometers. That's okay. 4 kilometers to get down to a manageable speed, but like I said, I don't have cargo on board, so it might take a little bit longer. But I don't intend to fill the cargo, that's not the idea. This is a question of putting 15 to 20 million in my cargo hold, and if I can do that in 2 or 3 missions, fine. I've got a feeling my cargo is going to fill up before then though. Anyway, I'll be back when I'm approaching Robigo. Alright, I wasn't quite ready there. We are at Robigo. I have used their bathroom facilities and they've made me a cup of tea, which is nice of them. So I will try and remember not to refuel. That's a heat sink that I dropped. Right, so let's take a look and see what is on offer. I don't want to take on, oh bloody hell, I don't want to take on missions that say, you know, see, like this is good, only 12, and it's gonna pay. Look at that, it's more distance. I can make that on a full tank, but I will need to refuel. Now I don't want to pile too much on because it's going to draw more attention. So I'm more interested in the cash, I guess. So I'll take that one. I'm not bothered whether it's Empire, Sirius, Robigo, it doesn't make any difference. The next biggest one is this one. Only 5. Yeah, so we're looking about 350, 360 light years. Now clearly I have to fill up the fuel for this. But the good thing is by the time I get there the fuel will be right down, so that when I come to go into the station, and you know what, I didn't check whether they were outposts, but they weren't, were they? They weren't, because I would have spotted it if it said that. See this, where they want 52 tons, it won't fail the mission. So you think, well, okay, I might as well take it because at least you get paid that, you know. And if your mission fails, if your missions fail because you're scanned, it won't affect this one. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh Jesus, I thought I'd muted the microphone. I'm going to try and remember to block that bit out. Okay. So anyway, 52 is probably going to almost fill up my inventory. So I've got 17 used of 76, which leaves me with what, 59? Now for the sake of speed, I am going to instance swap here. Going to pop it into open. Don't refuel, it's so instinctive. I'm going to have to anyway, so it doesn't matter if I do. Here we go, look. 4 million. See, they're all around the same distance and they're not far away from each other anyway. Okay, so we've got over 10 million here, so should we just do these? Can I still take this one on? Look, this one doesn't fail if you're scanned. And it's to an outpost. So this means if everything turns to crap, I'll still make 2.3 million. But it also means I can't take on any more missions, but I don't think I intend to now anyway. So that's that. That's a shadow delivery for just 500,000 more, but that'll fail if it's scanned. Let's take this first, and if I've got room for the other one, the 2.8, I'll take the 2.8. I do have room. So how much is this one? 7, and this one, and that's an outpost. I got no chance, have I? I'm gonna get okay. Now we've got 72 slaves, but how many of them was it? 32. I'll get paid for these anyway. So I'm probably going to drop that one off last. So Lee Sickney is going to be the last place I go. Which one pays the most? I think this. Oh, it's at Lee Sickney as well. Different place. Problem is, you can drop this one off and you think, oh, well, I'll pop into this one and drop those off. But if this place scans you, I know it's an outpost, but if a cop follows you in and scans you, you're still going to fail all the missions. So I might be tempted to leave that mission and come back to that place again. So Ross 310 and Lee Sickney. Now let's have a look on the map here and see who's first. Now they're all roundabout with each other, and that's not a hassle to jump from one to the other. To go to Lee Stickney, drop the big one off first. I shouldn't have plotted the route, it was pointless. Okay, so look where it is, 60,000 light years. If I get hassled by someone who is wanting to constantly interdict me, and it's Federation as well, so if it's a cop, unless I want 7 days bounty for murdering a cop to get him off my back, and could I murder him with 2 small pulse lasers? Because the thing that bothers me most is when they interdict you and you run away back into Super Cruise, and then they interdict you again, and it's this repetitive process. Man. I know maybe I should have checked distance to all these places. But I guess this is what they pay the 4.5 million for. Right, I'm going to have to refuel. There's no 2 ways about it. So get it done. And I'm going to replot the course because my weight will change. Oh, sugar. I don't have the fuel. Well, I hope I can get to one of them. Okay, I can get to this guy. So we'll go here first, drop this off, refuel. Oh, the confidence. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do it. So I can get there. Man, my fuel's on the limit with a full complement of cargo. I didn't really want to almost fill it up either. I mean, if I remove this one, which guarantees me the 2.3 million regardless of the outcome, I'd probably have enough fuel to make it to the other system. Okay. Should we just go? How many jumps to the first place? 18. You'll be coming along with me, right? See if we get there. And watch me make a complete ass of myself. There's no point me saying, oh, you know, I'll come back when something happens, or no, come along with me.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
18 jumps won't take too long.
Landing gear retracted.
Right, fully fueled and fully cargoed. Watch my boost speed. It's slow, it's 375, is it now? 7.6. Wow. Okay, let's see how long it takes us before this whole thing gets screwed up. Unintentional galaxy map. Okay, just checking. must remember to... I think the orbit lines are on now. Like, that's the least of my worries, really. No auto-docking computer this time. I know they come in handy if you can boost into a station. Once it drops down below 100, it takes over and docks it for you, but yeah, you would be behind, so we need maximum here. There's the system guys, the system authority. So here's the first one, and it's an eagle, so he can outrun me. There's no chance of me, no. Wow, it did stop the scan. I can't believe I got to him before the scan stopped. And I didn't even chaff. Come on, get me out of here. I thought what I should have done was chaffed. And then chaffed to slow the scan down, and then I would have had time to turn around and shoot him. I think I was just lucky that time. Now, this is where you need the heatsink if it doesn't cool down by the time the FSD does. But I'm just going. Get out the way, planet. 61 degrees, that's fine. Anything that's below 100 is cool. Yes, I feel like Han Solo now doing the Kessel Run or whatever it is. And these jump drives now is the only time I get to sip my tea. So the first one went okay, because eagles and vipers, they're tough to outrun. Okay, I'm not bothered about orange text. It's only red text that bothers me. I will be following nobody's wake today. Slaves will be delivered, I hope. So shoot the cops and they will stop scanning. There you go, you saw it. Now surely that will work if you jump in, if you're heading towards an outpost and then they suddenly jump in after you. That you can still shoot at them. Come on, get us out of here. Yeah, I even got time to pick up some exploration data. See, this is why you need the aerated thrusters, not just for speed, but to turn the ship round to face your interdictor, who's going to be behind you. And you need to get your weapons out. If you decide, you have to make the decision to run or to fire. And I think firing works because it will evade the scan, because I don't know whether I can get myself 1.5 kilometers away and stay that distance away from an eagle or a viper or a cobra. Eagle possibly, viper and cobra, they are quick if they've got fully rated thrusters on. Like I say, I'm only interested in red text. That's the cops. Anything else that pops up, you don't have anything I'm interested in, I can assure you. Unless it's a suitcase full of cash.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, one issue so far. I know that's not going to be the end of it. How are we doing? 11. See, this ship's quick, man. When you don't have to scoop, and you can't really hang around scooping.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Because you end up, you know, oh, I'm going to need to scoop in a couple of jumps. And then the jump you need to scoop on is the one where the cop follows you in. And you get interdicted because you hung around and scooped. But the fuel is disappearing as it goes, as we jump. The scanning assistant slowed down the FSD charge. It looks like it's slow when you do it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Can I deliver them all? Can I get into the stations? Can I get out again? So many questions. Here we go, we got trouble. And I can't do the jump until the FSD cools down. I'm trying. They're so close though. Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
3, 2, 1.
I don't think that had anything to do with my acrobatics there. I wonder if he's going to follow me. Here's the thing. I know it probably doesn't happen, but if you get like a Federation security vessel chasing you jump after jump, and you jump into an Empire system, do they follow you in? Oh, why haven't I jumped? Come on! I'm pressing the wrong key, that's why. Don't want to do that in a wrong situation. Screw these, screw the Discovery scanner.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, if this fails, it's video over. So the video is going to last as long as I can last, basically. And now that I've said that, you might know the result by the length of the video. I certainly don't. Look how slow the start of the charge is when I've got a D-scan running. Huh. If that's slowing me up, we'll find out. I won't, if I need to scan the next place, I won't do it. I'll just do a jump and see if it speeds up the, see if not doing a D-scan speeds up the jump. Unless I get hassled here, of course. I'm running out of fuel. I know I'm just going to be on the edge. No, it's not quicker, so we might be able to get a scan in. Six jumps. On that fuel, I'll just get there. I'll just about make it. And if I encounter any trouble, where am I going to go to fuel up? I'm going to be running on fumes by the time I get here, which is a good thing, because there'll be less weight on the ship. Come on, FSD, come on. on, buddy.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I wish it was a case where if your ship got scanned, it only failed the mission you were delivering to that station. But I can understand it failing them all because... Ah, see, now this I'm not bothered about. It's a Viper. I will be running from him. I'm going to try and keep him. See, look, he gets to the... See? He's not going to scan me though. And he's a Viper. So this is all about getting the hell out of here. Distance. See, I'm not with it. I'm not 1.5 kilometers away. And I can't get 1.5 kilometers away until now, by which time if he'd been a cop, he would have scanned me by now. It would have been done. So I think every time I get interdicted by a cop, I'm going to have to take a shot at him. Not to kill, just to shoot him. And then, what is it you get? If it's not an anarchy system, it's a fine, isn't it, for 9 minutes or something, and then, yeah, it's bounty for 9 minutes. Hopefully the shields will be back up before the next encounter.
4, 3, 2,
Maybe I should have fitted 2 medium pulse lasers. I think I could have... That would have been enough for me to handle that Viper. I don't know. I'd like to think so. There's no point really speeding up this part where you position yourself for the next place because you have to wait for the FSD anyway. Two jumps. Now I'm in territory with illicit cargo, so I'm not in anarchy space anymore. Just noticed that.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh my god, that is just the best tea in the world. Whew. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic. Okay. This is our first stop then. So if I can at least get this far, I'll make a few million, plus the 2.3 that I'm going to make off the other one. And at least if I complete the one mission, and I fail the others, at least it's something. Make about 5 million. Just let me do one. Now, Coriolis. Orbit lines have to be on now. Cobra. Okay, as long as it's not a cop. Copra. Now these two guys are going to keep on hassling me even after I've delivered all my missions, right? And there is a way to get rid of them, and that is just to drop down, take on whatever they say, and then abort the mission. Have I got a chance here? Obviously you can't shoot. If you're going to get scanned coming into the station, you can't shoot then. You've got to rely on speed and chaff. Chaff to slow down the scan, preferably chaffing before the scan happens, and then speed to get you in, and maybe drop a heat sink to drop you off the radar. I don't know, there's too much going through my head right now. See if you can see the box. Never mind. I think I've opened Pandora's box here. Oh, I'm quite out of alignment here. No, go up. There we go. Now, when I drop in here, I'm going to stop. And now I'm going to just watch around me, make sure nothing jumps in with me. And if it does, I'm going to shoot it. Okay, we're good. Look at my fuel. I'll only have to refill about halfway. Look at the distance. Let's just do it.
Docking request granted.
Drop the heat sink. Drop a chaff. Or boost. It didn't boost, but we're okay. We have speed.
Heat sink deployed.
I can see my pad. I think once we're in the station we're safe, are we not?
Landing gear deployed.
Mind your speed and your surroundings. Avoid crossing position.
Docking successful.
Right, let's deliver this.
Engaged.
So how much does this pay? 2, 3? Don't know. 2.7, 2.8 million, let's call that. Okay, so we've got one done. Now, galaxy map. Because we need to plot now for the next place, which I've got 2 missions to do here. And that's only 2 jumps. I can still get there on the fuel I have. And I want, this is the one that's got the big run down here. So I guess I could drop this off first. Because otherwise it means going 60,000 and then 60,000 back, or you deliver here, jump out, jump in, and then go back here. It's not worth it. So can I refuel there? I can. Can I refuel there? I can. But this is the big one. This is the 4.5 million one. So this is an outpost, so I should be able to get there. Yeah, I'm just going to have to say I can do this. Now I can refuel at both. So what I'm going to do is just add %, and 10%. How much have I got now? Okay. Now, I've still got illicit cargo. And I should have had pips to engines on the way in here, and I didn't. I still had them on shields. So that would have stopped me from doing that boost I wanted. Urgh. Now my jump, as you can see, is in front of me, and now it's going to end up behind me. So this is just going to be a boost out in a straight line. No curling around, no curving, no turning, nothing. Just straight out. My heat sinks are now redone. I'm all fully loaded. So let's start to go.
Landing gear retracted.
So we just boost. I could deploy a chaff and a heat sink. I can always put them back when I land again. Oh, come on. Okay,
Heat sink deployed.
I think I'm out of range now, but I'm just going to keep going. Charge all the way up. How many jumps is it? 2.
Ready to engage.
I'm ready. Why did the throttle go all that way down? Was that due to the turn?
4, 3, 2,
Doesn't matter.
1. Engage.
Okay, so I still have 4, 5, 6, 7 heat sinks left. And plenty of chaff. 10 there, 1 in the barrel. I don't know, I've got plenty. Plenty. Damn it. We have another cop. And he is a Viper. Come on, charge up, you bastard. You see? They break the rules. They're supposed to be directly behind you. Was he really directly behind me? Fast. Wait for the scan. Oh, it's not the cop. That is, though.
Scan detected.
Damn it, this is gonna fail.
Cannot comply.
Okay. I can't quit silent running. I couldn't quit silent running before the jump.
Warning, taking heat damage.
I'm aware of that, my dear.
Thermal signature restored. Thermal signature restored. Warning, temperature critical.
If I get attacked again, I could be in trouble. Come on, build up some speed. Yeah, I've got pretty crappy shields on, but now I know I can take out a big fuel tank. I could do it here actually if I've got outfitting. Put on some better shields, regardless of the price, and drop down the amount of fuel that I take. You know what I mean? Now this place is not where I get the big payout. But I don't have to jump to another system to get that. So I'll be happy if I at least get this one. I can't believe I managed to shoot at that. I think once it says scan detected, what have you got, 10 seconds? Is it like normal, like we have? Is it still 10 seconds? Yeah, hopefully. No, the orbit lines don't matter so much here because they're just, it's just an outpost. Well, it's been fun. Managed to evade 2. Did I get fined for shooting that cop? I really wasn't paying attention. I don't think so. Well, I'm not, it doesn't say wanted. It doesn't say wanted. I didn't kill him or anything. No, nothing. I'll tell you now, if I deliver this one, not to this station, but to the next station, if I manage to deliver the big one, the 4.5 million, I'll be content. Then the other missions, if they fail, they fail, and I'll just put them down to experience. I don't know why I'm coming in like this. I could have come around the outside. This is not a Coriolis. Maybe I'll approach it in the... Now as soon as I come in here, it's guns out, because if a cop follows me in, I want to be attacking him. And these shields are not built for this massive ship. The mass of this ship is too small. So full maneuverability, guns out.
Docking request granted.
Let's go. Oh, it would be the other side. I didn't see the number until very, very late. How typical. God, it's like
Landing gear
it's like that
deployed.
aerobatic Red Bull aeroplane, you know. Well, maybe not as quick as that. If you see how aerobatic that bloody thing is, you'll know what I mean. I don't think even an Imperial Eagle can
Docking successful. Engines
outmaneuver that
disengaged.
thing. Okay. So what are we doing here? Well, we're dropping off the guaranteed haul. So contacts. Now this is going to be good. Whoops, not contacts. This is going to be good because this is going to rid us of 32 tons, isn't it? I don't know, 32 or 52 tons of cargo. 32 tons. Okay, so that's another 2 point, I don't know, whatever it was. So we don't need to fuel now. System map. Come on. Now we're going here. Now that's 103. Gone from 60,000 to 103. I probably won't put you through the pain of this one. Let me have a quick look in here. Okay, repair. I'm going to stick 10% of fuel in. Let's go. Don't worry, I'll pause the video during the journey, and if anything exciting happens, I'll unpause. If I land this one in this next one, I'll be happy.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing
Getting
gear
in the
ready.
station is going to be the hard part, I think. Wait a minute, what's going on here? There we go. I wonder why that didn't show up.
Frameshift drive charging.
So now I've got a super... Now, the Super Cruise will only be a problem at the beginning and at the end. In the middle,
Engage.
we should be fine because I'll have had so much speed that no ships will be able to catch up to me and interdict. But I need to build up that initial speed, and if there's any following me, here we go, look. I'm dropping out. Now what's going to happen is he's going to drop into my wake. He'll start to scan, and then I'll open up on him. Here he is.
Scan detected. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, I've got so much range now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now I don't know whether he's going to attempt that again. Yes, now I'm wanted here. Same deal. If I get scanned, it's just a different outcome. Actually, I'm just thinking. If I'm wanted, and I try and dock here, and they scan me, the feds are going to open fire, aren't they? And then I will fail. So I just wonder whether I should jump out. How long have I got? 6 minutes. Just wait in another system for 6 minutes. A nearby system. Like this one. And then jump back in. Where I won't be wanted. All I've got to hope is that I don't get any stick from anybody here. Because I won't have a course plotted.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So I've got to hope now that I don't get any crap. This is how I'm going to do this. It's just a choice I wanted to make. Just get me away from the sun. Slow me down. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Under 1,000. There we go. And we can drop. Now, the guy that comes in, if there's anybody coming in here, it'll be one of those guys, I think, that ask me to follow his wake. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm going to plot a course back to Lichny. Which dyslexic sadist thought of that name? Okay, and we'll go back and pay the fine in 4 minutes. I'll be back in 4 minutes. Okay, we're almost ready to jump back in. It's on 0 hours, 0 minutes. So I just want to say, if you get interdicted by a Fed, and he's in a Viper Mark III, even though he comes in behind you, I don't know if you can outrun him. I mean, the top speed of the Viper with boost is 405, and the only thing that can outrun that is a Cobra Mark III at 408. So it's only by 3 kilometers per second. But if you use a Cobra for smuggling, and that scenario happens, you're going to have cargo on board, and the cop isn't. So it seems to me that if you're going to get interdicted by a cop, just do what I do and just turn around and take a pot shot at them. It stops the scan dead. There we go, on H jump. Let's go. It stops the scan dead, and it's worked up to now. Now I'm hoping to be able to jump back into this system and not have any hassle.
4, 3, 2,
Why the planet on port is 40,000 light seconds more than it says on the system map, I really don't know. Unless it's 60,000 light seconds away from its local start. Because we've got to do the 103 again. Now there's a Fed, and he's in wing of 3, so if they do decide to interdict me, I could be in a load of doo-doo. I just want to see if they're following me or not. I want to build up some serious speed. Get away from them. Oh, here we go. The rumour was right. Good job I found you first. That's an interdiction waiting to happen. And I fluff this. Oh, I was just going to say that's a good thing. Oh, it's a dropship. Oh, well, okay, I've got the speed. I was going to say that's a good thing because when I do the turn, he'll be in a different place.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on. Once I'm 3 kilometers away, his weapons are useless. I'm aligned. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I was almost there as well. Look how far back it puts me. Oh crap, 2 of them. Come on man, get me in. Tell you what, I want to get, if I can get in between the planet, I can't risk not submitting because it takes too long for the weapon to die down, for the frameshift drive to die down. Oh, he's wanted.
Frameshift drive charging.
Crap, that's a big ship that's just come in then. Dropship. I could be in some serious trouble here. Oh, come on, charge.
4, 3,
If this is going to be a repeated
engage.
deal, I'm just going to jump out and back in again. I know it's 103 light seconds, whatever the hell. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Don't ask. The Eagle dropped in, so I assumed that the Federal dropship was going to drop in as well. And that is why I dropped out. And that was a mistake. This is awkward. Come on, just keep boosting, my friend. Just keep boosting. I'll do whatever I have to do. looking at how much distance I'm closing in per boost. Looks like about 2k.
Docking request granted. Flight assist off.
Well, I don't know why it just fucking flipped round. I have no idea why it just flipped round.
Heat sink deployed.
I hope that wasn't my joystick. The flight assist is
Flight
off.
assist on.
What the fuck happened there? What the hell happened there? The ship just started moving to one side for no apparent reason. Let's regroup. I thought I was done for there.
Shields online.
Okay, let's do another run. I'm dropping a heatsink right now. Oh, you fuck.
Docking request granted.
No more boost.
Deployed. Scan detected.
I need to be higher.
Gear deployed.
There we go.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, that's right. The landing gear's already out. Remember you did it about half an hour ago.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Welcome to our station.
Jesus. You know what? I did it. I did it. And the more missions I get rid of, the less hassle I'm going to get. There you go, 4.5 million. You want some medical supplies? No, I ain't got any of those. If you wanted cash, I can spare you a bit. You've just paid me a shitload of it. I don't need to destroy any ships here, but things like wanted ships, like the Eagle, might be worth having the firepower. So we're going to stick some F2s on here. Now then, the fuel. I'm saying that I don't need all that fuel, but clearly I did. From Robigo to my first drop-off was nearly all my fuel tank. So from Shinrata to Robigo, I only need half a tank. For the deliveries, I only need half a tank. But it's the run from Robigo to the first port of call which just gets me there. And I know if it doesn't, I can always stop off at Yun Nai. But when you're full of illicit cargo, you don't need to be making stops through systems you shouldn't really need to go to. So, the way around it is to replace this with another fuel tank. So I've got 72 cargo and 76 fuel. So it means I'll be carrying less cargo for less weight, but I'll always have the fuel to get there. I think I'm going to do that. I don't need this much cargo. Where am I going? Okay, so we're just going to swap that around. Right, anything after this now is a bonus. Anything after this now is a bonus. I think we've got 2 more missions to go. And thanks for hanging in there with me. So NLTT, I've got to pay a fine as well, haven't I? So this is 1 jump. I can do this on the fuel I've got. Get that fine paid. Massive fine there for shooting at a cop. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, I can easily finish these missions on this fuel. Easily. So now we need to get out of this station. We've got 2 shadow deliveries left. Fines are paid. What is this? 2.8 and 3.3. So what are we looking at? 6.1 million. So that'd be nice. But, you know, I've made nearly 10 million already. So I suppose I can't complain. And it's exciting. It's, yeah, a little bit of adrenaline, I suppose. And the ship's all repaired, thanks to those guys at Gas Monkey Garage. Or Galnet Monkey Garage. Never mind. I've got more waffle than the Waffle House, haven't I? Right, now we need to get out of here. Now we're right close to the door, so that's going to make things nice.
Convenience and safety.
Famous last words.
Placements are active and tracking at this station.
Up we go. Take away landing gear.
Landing gear
Oh,
retracted.
vertical slot, lovely. That means you're nice in line, and you just do the little twist. A little bit of height.
Loitering
Full
is a crime
speed.
punishable by death.
And
Make sure you
boost. Drop a heat sink, so I'm harder to detect. Drop a chaff, make the scans a bitch. Just keep going in a straight line.
Deployed.
Now, charging up makes your engines heat up. So make sure you're at a good distance before you do that, otherwise you'll be glowing on the radar like crazy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Did I make a mistake here? Damn. I picked the jump spot, but I didn't pick the station. That was a stupid mistake. I've got to be safe here now, otherwise... Okay, let's risk it. We'll just jump into the system map. Okay, let's go. What have we got now? Well, it looks nice. I like those blue planets, they look cool. Right, this is an outpost, which means we can approach it from any angle, and unless a cop jumps in with us, we should be okay. So this should be another couple of million coming my way. So this is Uffy Luffy Lummy Lummy Works NLTT. So how much is this one? So this is 2.88 million if I'm successful on this one. You don't fool me. I'll slow down when it says 007 on the timer, and not until. Like now. Okay, I know I've got a cop behind me or an allied Federal Navy ship. Okay. He's gone now. Or he's hiding in amongst that clutter down there. So let me see if I can go around the planet, keep the speed up, and just slowly arc round. Now it says 9 seconds, 8. I was going to say I could just throttle up a little bit, but nah. Oluwafemi works. Well, if it works, good. I don't know how long this video is lasting. Okay, let's just go for it. So, just under 7.5, hit the boost.
Docking request granted.
I could boost again, but I'm not going to, just max throttle. Come on, we're all right.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
2.8 million. That was a nice easy run. One more to go, which I reckon is 2 jumps away. Wow, what was that? It is indeed 2 jumps away, and a nice distance, 197 light seconds, Moray Port. I've been there many times. Is it going to be kind to me? The most I can lose now is 3.3 mil. And I'm not really losing it because I never had it in the first place. But that is the most I can not profit by. Maybe that's an alarm to let people know that a smuggler's arrived. I haven't got any drugs, and I haven't got any weapons.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
So I'm just flicking this thing around for no particular reason other than to clear the station in a weird way. Hello, Howard. I never knew there was a system called Howard. Or is that the room in the hospital where all the prostitutes go? Sorry. This video is not fit for public. God, I just found myself there hoping that I would get interdicted by a cop just so I could stop him. You might get what you wish for, so just don't. Ross and Howard. There's a link there. Happy days. Marion Ross and Howard Cunningham. Marion Ross playing Howard Cunningham's mother. My mind works in it's wired up in such a strange way. I have to live with this. Moray Port. Okay, I'm just gonna flirt above the rings here. Or below, I can't really work out which it is. It's one of those optional illusions. Okay. I wonder how far away I am from Shinrata now. So yeah, I don't know how long it's taken me, but or how much money I will have earned. 3.3 on top of that. I'll work it out later. I think it's 15 million, isn't it, or something? I mean, if you're prepared to stack more and just wait for the missions that pay over 3 million, it will earn you more than a... I don't know how long this video is. It feels like it's been a lot more than an hour though. But if you can do this in an hour, then it earns you more than what a maxed out cutter will trading imperial slaves. Right, I'm not going to be complacent here. I'm not just going to say, oh, let's just do this and get right in there. You know, I am going to take care because I want to complete the whole run if I can. Oh, how did I get pointing that way? What is the knack to this? I've been doing this all this time, and I come in and I'm perpendicular with the bloody station. I really can't quite work that out. What's it doing all the way up down that angle? So I have some forward throttle, and I'm also coming down, so I'm hoping to line up a bit better by the time I get within a decent range. Okay. Just don't smash it against the side again. Yeah, you're hearing me, joystick.
Docking request denied.
Oh shit. This isn't good.
Docking request granted.
I've got no throttle at the moment. I'm using my vertical thrusters to get in here.
Heat sink deployed.
I was even tempted there to just smash it against the walls of the airlock, just to slow it down a bit. But as it turns out, we're okay. Once this lands, it's mission accomplished.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Well, I don't know whether I need heat sinks, but I know that I haven't been scanned coming into a station yet.
The access corridor is
That might be down to chaff, but a chaff won't stop the scan. It won't stop them initiating one. It'll just stop one from getting through for a while. So maybe the heat sink stopped them from seeing me, because I am a small ship-ish. Smallish. Okay, so we've gone from 629 to 645. So let's call that 16 million. And I'll even help repair your station. Come on then. And I'll give you some charity as well. Seems fair. So 645 So yeah, I'm only 100 million away from my highest ever bank balance, if you want to call it that. And that's, if I get back to 745 or 750, that will give me my trade cutter and my A-rated Anaconda and put me back up to where I was before I bought both of them.
This station
Well, that was it.
operates
That's
a
it then.
zero-tolerance policy towards
16 million successfully done at Robigo, and I can't believe it. And I think the most painful part has probably been for you guys having to listen to my drivel. How many jumps is it back home?
For your convenience and safety, pacification
Okay,
are active and tracking at
I don't know whether to do another one now. I feel a bit more confident. Well, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm not going to do it tonight. But tomorrow I'll be very tempted to do another Robigo run.
annihilation.
But I can definitely see the asp docking here overnight. So let's just drop it into the hangar. I'm quite pleased with myself. Yep. The hull stayed at 100%. They got my shields down once. I was interdicted by two ships at one point, the Eagle and the Fed dropship. Dropship hasn't got the boost speed though. The Federate assault ship does. That's a fast bugger. But it wasn't one of those. Okay. Thank you for watching, and yeah, this is Commander Rusty Dog signing out. Bye bye. I say it's me signing out, but I just wanted to point out that just doing those missions, because they earned the money that they earned, the 16 million, my trade rank has gone up either 2% or 3%. I don't know if I was on 61 or 62 when I started. I noticed earlier it was at 62%, but I think I'd already dropped off some cargo before then. So that has really, yeah, that's 3% on my trade rank, 2 or 3%. I'll have to look back on the beginning of the video and see what it was. my rank of Rear Admiral's gone at 1% for those 2 donation missions. Oh wow, okay, current assets, that's gone up 1.4 billion. It's just hit now because of that. Has my smuggling or trade or thing changed? I don't know what the numbers were before. No idea. No idea. And the trade has gone down. I mean, it was 501,000, the average profit, but that went down when I made a small trade somewhere. Shouldn't have done it. There you go. Don't matter. That number will stay around that area, and I'll have access to my cutter tomorrow. I'm not taking it out at Shinrata Desra while there's a bounty there, so I might do some more trading. Yeah, I might do some more trading later on this week and get that balance up to so there's a 7 in front. Okay, I am done now. So again, thanks for watching and bye bye now.